Hey guys, it's your girl Kizzy Rock, and normally when I make my recordings, I'm at my desk, but right now I'm in the middle of cooking, so I'm sorry. You guys are going to hear a lot of back and forth going on, but I really wanted to make this message. All right, guys, so I wanted to make this recording on fear, right? Because it's really heavy in my spirit. So anytime something is normally really heavy in my spirit, I feel like at least one, actually I just sat down, I'm going to sit down for a minute. I feel like at least one person can be able to relate to it, right? And so here's the thing. Like, some of us are extremely shy, quiet, and meek. And of course, that's not me, but not to get it twisted now, because I think sometimes people think that people who, show confidence through their gifts and their callings, like they tend to think like that person is just not a shy individual. And that's not true. I always say this, like nobody would believe it, but I'm extremely shy and timid in many situations. Not all, not on my gift and my calling, but in many areas I am. So don't ever think that because you see strength in someone that they don't experience fear or they don't experience insecurities. In fact, sometimes extremely strong people in general are strong because they're covering up vulnerability, or that's just the way of kind of just coping with not wanting to be vulnerable. Who wants to be vulnerable, right? But anyway, guys, here's the thing. There are some of you who God has been telling you to start doing something. Either start doing something, start removing people, whatever, right? But you've been ignoring it. And I don't think that it's even, something that you want to do, but the fear on whatever it is that he's asking you to do is holding you back. So let's just say, for example, he's asking you to write a book, or he's asking you to start a business, or he's asking you to walk away from your relationship. I'm just saying, I'm not telling no one to walk away from their relationship. I'm just saying, if that's something that you've been getting revelation on, and then God is using different people to give you confirmation on it. Let it be this recording. Let it be a friend that you've spoken to. Sometimes when God starts telling you things and we allow it to get away from us, he will bring it back through somebody else as confirmation. And then it hits you like, okay, this got to be God talking to me right now, because there's no way in the world this person who doesn't even know me can come up and give me this revelation. But that's how good God is. When he wants to increase you, he will then again start pulling you from your comfort zone. And you know what? It's so much easier to be comfortable. But I'm telling you guys, this is the season right here. If you haven't already taken that first step on what it is that he's been asking you to do or not do, you got to get to it, guys. And I'm telling you, that fear will creep in, literally, just to have you back down from the one thing that God is trying to give you. That blessing is literally on the other side of that fear. I can give you, to the top of my head, at least 50 things that I was fearful to do. But when I took that first step, and don't get me wrong now, I had to do some things to get amped up and prepared for the moment. But each and every time when I arrived to the situation, I can honestly tell you that it was not as fearful as I thought it would be. In fact, I was like, really, Kizzy? So you sat here and waited all this time, or you sat here and had all these sleepless nights, and now that the opportunity has, come, you realize it's not even that big of a deal. But see, that's Satan literally trying to keep you from taking that next step. So God have already revealed blessings to you, major blessings to you. It's not going to happen overnight. It's literally step by step. He's going to have you do things step by step. And I believe that's him just being so good, because he knows if he's asking us to do 50 things at one time, we're not going to do it. So it could be the smallest thing that he's asking you to do. But you got to be obedient. You have to get past that fear. You have to get past that fear. Do you know how many people right now have missed blessings? And those blessings may or may not even come back around. So I'm telling you guys, whatever it is, whatever that thing is that's holding you back, that has you crippled, and don't get me wrong, I don't care how well put together somebody seems to be. Everybody has fear of something. But your mindsets are different. It's kind of like, oh my God, okay, I'm so shy, I'm not confident, I can't do this, oh my God, da, 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 da. Well, listen, honey, some of the most confident individuals that you know are fearful before something that they have to do. If you got to talk to yourself, if you got to hire somebody to help you write that book or help you to create that business plan, whatever, please take the first step. When God sees you take the first step, that's when he will really, really open the doors, because it's a partnership. So it's like you're really playing him. If he's showing you blessings, or if he's telling you, listen, I got some things that's going to change your life. I got some major things for you because all the seeds you've planted. But I got to tell you, and I got to guide you how to get there. So I'm going to give you orders, piece by piece, step by step. Now, if you mess around and let fear, cripple you, you can't have these blessings. So what happens? Satan gets in the way, fills you up with fear, and before you know it, you put that thing down. You change your mind, and now you're back to the place of being comfortable. Now the blessings are just sitting there. Well, let me tell you, okay, I'm often credited on, for men a lot, but in women, I'm often credited, about my confidence. Oh my God, your presence, your confidence, your swag, your this, that, and that. And I'm like, listen, again, what you see is me being used as a vessel on certain times. If I'm walking into my purpose or my calling, that time you happen to see me, just know that again, it is because I'm operating in my gifts. I'm a female, so naturally I have insecurities, not crippling insecurities. I'm a female who some people consider to be, a healthy, confident, but I'm still a female. So I still struggle in areas like every female does, or probably, every individual do. But let me tell you, I've been on a stage where I've talked to thousands. I've entered rooms where I was the only African American. I've sat with head honchos and had to give them inspiration and words, when they were at their most vulnerable points. I've helped, some of my patients transition to heaven now that was a crippling fear at the beginning. But my point is, I don't care what I've done or who I've done it for. I have to be real enough to tell you, each and every time I've been buckling, my knees were buckling. But because I'm committed and I'm obedient to God, and not knowing that there's blessings that are related to the obedience, but most importantly, knowing that is something that he called me to do, which means I'm the only person that could do it in that time. So my obedience is to God. I don't care how afraid I am. I don't care how much I'm sweating and my knees are buckling and my hands are shaking. Like, yeah, I got to talk to myself. Yeah, listen. But once I'm finished, I'm on a high. It's a spiritual high that it builds your confidence each time. So each time you conquer that one thing, whatever that one step is, each time you conquer that thing, it will continue to build your confidence. So that's how you get yourself to a level of confidence. Of course, you're going to still always have your times when you're not, but it helps. So guys, I get it. I know I'm an all in your face personality, but I'm telling you guys, behind what you see, if you ask anybody in my personal life, they'll tell you like, yeah, Kizzy's, well-spoken. Kizzy's, definitely a chosen one, but, she's really not as 100% confident as she comes across. I struggle. I'm very sensitive, extremely sensitive. No matter how strong I am, I'm sensitive, honey. I'm a big, like, I will cry in a heartbeat. I cry all the time. My feelings get hurt all the time. I don't like people to yell at me. Like, listen, so don't let strength in people fool you. You know, a lot of times, again, strength is what you see when they're working in their purpose and their calling. So I just hope this encouraged one person to take that first step, write that book, hire somebody. You know, times are rough right now for everybody, but start researching that, you know, creating that business plan. Like, just start. Just start. If I can say anything, just start. I started. When did I start? Was that 20? What we were 2020? So I think 2019 was when God was tired of playing with me. He was like, listen, I've told you to write that book. I told you to do this. I told you to do this. And you're sitting here playing. Okay, it's January 2019. You're going to have a fast forward course. And I'm not playing with you. And when I tell you 2019, I had to shut everything down because that's how busy he had me writing books, creating a business plan. I was so busy. I didn't even have no friends at the time. I couldn't go out to my little favorite restaurants and lounges. I had to shut down date nights, you know, all these stuff. I shut everything down because it was a fast forward course because I took too long to play. I was playing and not listening to him. So the entire 2019, I was moving when he said move. And when I tell you 2019, I get on a high thinking about all the blessings that happened and all the blessings that were released. But I heard him told me that if I didn't get moving in 2019, I would miss the blessings forever. So I'm telling you guys, if I am speaking on here and now and you're hearing this and I'm confirming and giving you revelation for something that God has already told you, I'm telling you, if you don't do it now, you're going to miss the blessing. It's not going to come back around this time. So get moving, guys. You guys have a great one. Now I got to go cook. It's your girl.